Happy Kaiju Live, where I'm celebrating giant monster goodness with daily Kaiju videos all month long. We're on to issue 20 of Godzilla King of the Monsters, so why am I still talking? Let's dig into the book. I've got the omnibus in the middle. On the left, I got the black and white essentials. On the right, we got the original issue here. And you can see there's not too much of a crazy difference between the covers, but when we get inside, you'll see that difference as we have throughout the whole series with all these comparisons. But I love this black and white. That looks so good. Yeah, so that one's, there's a big stark contrast. But what great colors. Herb Trimpe just kicking it. But let's dig in, because this series always has the best intro splash pages. And this one's no exception, because we got a 7-foot Godzilla stomping through the streets. He's not quite doing the normal damage he would as he walks through the main street, but I tell you what, people are freaking out all the same. That's a fun page, but let's turn it and get on with the story. So last we saw Godzilla really was him running away from Rob and everybody at the docks, with Rob crying because he just didn't want to deal with their conflict. However, the city streets aren't that much more peaceful because everybody's just running and screaming from him, which is just hilarious. And right here we're seeing his previously 7-foot tall size is now growing to 20 feet. He's getting bigger and bigger, and he's getting scarier and scarier too. But that makes him easier to find with all the people running and screaming. All the shield fellows know right where to go. And I like this here too. Dr. Tagashi actually asserts some authority here and tells little Rob to shut the fuck up and go to the helicarrier, and no, you're not going to help. You're going to do what you're told. And like any strong, authoritative father figure, you know, he says something and you just know to do it, and he does. So he just turns around, he's like, all right. So Dugan gets the squad together and they're going out after Godzilla. And I love this. We turn the page here, you see Godzilla stomping and kicking these cars. Now, he can't quite stomp on them the way he's used to, but he's still having some fun, getting some aggression out there. And I just love that panel so much. A whole lot of fun. But they decide to pick up the plan they had from way back earlier in the series, where they distracted Godzilla with the flares to lure him off of a cliff. So they used the flares to try and continue to lure him to the museum that Gladstone was trying to get him to study at. Although, not really a good idea, because if Godzilla just keeps growing, he's going to crush your museum full of precious artifacts. So what are you going to do? Here we see the Fantastic Four kind of jabbing about the thing, watching some TV, hearing some stuff about this whole situation. Talks to Reed and convinces him to go check it out. And I tell you, I love how Dugan just wants none of this. He's like, get these guys out of here. But we have some fun commotion here at the museum, and I know that Godzilla is freaky, but at this point he's only like 20 feet tall. Marvel New York sees a lot more crazy shit than regular New York. These people should maybe be bothered, freaked out a little, but this shouldn't seem that outrageous, you know. We've already dealt with Galactus. That's about the craziest thing you get. So it surprises me when you still get people kind of wowed or surprised, and not just more of like a maybe scared but not surprised, not shocked. But I love this bit that Doug Moench writes in here with Godzilla's instincts to seeing the entrance to the museum, and he thinks it might be a trap, but he also thinks it might be a good lair. And his instincts for wanting a nice cozy lair wins out over his being wary of a trap. Because, I mean, he's Godzilla. He can handle any trap that comes at him anyway. But, yeah, that bit and this bit here with the Fantastic Four actually showing up on the scene and Dum Dum getting in an argument with the Thing and them making fun of each other's names and also giving each other shit over their taste in cigars. So funny. But we get a pretty good tussle here as Ben, he don't listen to reason, and when he gets hit by Godzilla's tail, he goes full out into attack mode instead of trying to like work things peaceful, you know. But who can blame him? But we get a full-on fight with a 20-foot Godzilla in the middle of this museum, and I love this bit here. We turn the page. This page is so good. It's so good. Just with the thing smacking him and just destroying the dinosaur skeleton. And I love Gladstone, how freaked out he is, and he's just so upset. I think I may swoon. But just fantastic artwork. Seeing him all tangled up in Mr. Fantastic's arms. I love this panel here where he just busts out of them. In fact, let's check this out in a different variation, huh? Here's that same awesome 2 pages from the original series, so you can tell the difference between the reproduction. But real fun too if we flip the page back here, because we're looking at the original issue. Look at this great pin-up ad for Power Man and Iron Fist. That's so good. That looks so cool. That's so good. I love that. But yeah, great double page. And it looks pretty fantastic there in the black and white. Emphasis on the fantastic. But yeah, I love this panel where he just blasts Ben with his atomic fire breath there. And here we see there's a an aquatic exhibit with a bunch of sharks, and thing just knocks Godzilla right into the tank. And that's our cliffhanger for the issue here. And I don't know about you, I'm not too worried about Godzilla. Like, he's smaller, he might get munched on by those sharks, but I think he could take him out. He might just be a little bit worse for wear, but he got tough skin too. What I'm really excited about, and I know you are too, is this stinger at the end, talking about Devil Dinosaur in the next issue. And I mean, we still got the Fantastic Four in the mix. So, heck yeah, you gotta tune in for more Kaiju Live issue 21. Let's see what happens. I'm looking forward to it. We'll talk to you later.